Hello, so in this lesson I'm going to redo my explanation of how to play Never Going Back Again by Fleetwood Mac, because the other lesson I've got up on my channel was based on a cover version where the tuning was different to how it actually is on the studio version. So I just thought I'd revisit the lesson and teach you how to play the actual studio version, which I've got in my headphones, because I don't want the original music getting on my video in case it causes problems with uploads. I don't know quite where I stand copyright wise with uploading. If the algorithm picks up the original soundtrack, it might block the video and then you can't have the lesson. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to play that, and I'm going to throw in that lead bit that Lindsay does on his live performances. You know, so you're going to get that as a sort of bonus bit, so you can sort of do the original studio version, and then as an optional extra you can throw in the solo bit. All right. Oh, and incidentally, I do offer Skype lessons for an hourly rate of £15 an hour. So if there's some song you want to play, and what I mean is like a typical sort of standard rock or pop song. I'm not talking about Candy Rat stuff, because that takes months for me to suss out. Like Ebb on Coast took months really for me to really suss out. And I'm not talking about Steve Vai solos, you know, super fast solos. I'm not going to be able to break those down, but most sort of standard pop or rock tunes I can generally sort of pick out and work out. Most sort of simple finger picking stuff I can suss out. So if you want to engage my services as a guitar sort of, you know, I was going to say guitar consultant, but that's a bit of a lofty title. But as someone who can suss out tunes for you, say you want to play something and you can't find a good lesson on YouTube or anywhere, then we can hook up on Skype, and I will, you know, you'll pay me for my time, so I'll listen to the tune and I'll work it out then and there, and I'll break it down and explain it to you. It might take a few sessions, but yeah, so that's a service I offer. Yeah, so just putting that out there. Alright, so enough waffle, let's get on with the lesson. So I'm in drop D, standard tuning with drop D, and then I've got a capo on the 4th fret, okay, because we're doing the studio version. Alright, so let me just take a listen. Alright, so you got yeah, got a bit rusty myself. Okay, so alright, so what's going on here? You've got yeah, here's my open strings. So it's drop D with standard tune with drop D. Alright, so you make a chord, you bar across strings 4, 3, 2 and 1 with your first finger on the 2nd fret up from the capo. Okay, so here. Alright, and then your 2nd finger comes in on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret up from the capo, and then your 3rd finger comes in on the 4th string on the 4th fret up from the capo, and then you've got like basically a D major chord. It's not D because obviously the capo has shifted the pitch of the guitar, but for simplicity's sake we'll call it like a D. Alright, so you make that shape, and then the fingering on the right hand is, the finger picking is a so you got, right, you play this, it's an alternating thumb pattern, okay? So sometimes those thumb patterns go 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. Sometimes they'll go 6-4, 5-4, 6-4, 5-4, 6-4, 5-4. And about 75% of your focus needs to be on making sure your thumb is nice and steady, because if you screw the thumb up, the whole thing comes to a jangling halt, whereas you can mess up the finger work. But if you keep that thumb driving, then you can sort of push on through and get away with it. But yeah, so the focus needs to be on the thumb. Anyway, you got like this. So you pluck in 6 and then 4 and 2 together, and then 5. Then take the fingers off on the left hand, keep barring with your first finger, and then you pluck. So you're doing 6, 4 and 2 together. Sorry. So 6, 4 and 2, 5, 4 and 2 again, but with the fingers taken off, and hammer on back to where you were. So you got, and then yeah, so and then 6 again, and then 3 with the first finger, string 3 with the first finger, so you got stringing it all together. And then you add your little finger here. I think my top E is a bit flat. Yeah. Your little finger is on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret up from the capo, on the top string. So you got. Yeah, so you got hammer, 6, 3, and then add that finger, and you got 4 and 1 together. And then your second finger's on the second string, your first finger's on the third string. So so you got 6, 4, 4. But as far as the thumb is concerned, it's 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, no, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. Yeah, so that's what the thumb is doing. So 6, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. That's it. So that's what the thumb's doing. Alright, so 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. And you need to get that firmly ingrained, so it's almost like you can do it without thinking about it. And then with the other hand, with the fingers you're doing, whilst that's going on, simultaneously you're going. So it's 6, 4 and 2, 5. 4 and 2 hammer, 6, 3, 4 and 1, 5 and 3, 1, and then 4 and 2. Or if you prefer, I'll just slow it down, mega slow. Shit, I forgot to add the finger. Sorry, start again. Here we go. So without the thumb is dun. 2, 5, 4, 2 hammer, 6, 3, 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 3. So that in itself is like an evening. You know, you can spend a long, you know, just get that down. You know, if you're struggling with this bit, I would just stop and just until you can do this over and over again. And incidentally, he's cutting it off, so bob, cut, cut with the right hand. It's not. It's. So you see he's cutting it off with the right hand. And I would do that over and over again. Alright, so that's the first bit, and it goes. And then you move these fingers to this position, so the third finger's on the 5th fret on the 4th string, the little finger's on the 5th fret on the 2nd string. So you got. So pull off. And then these two, 4 and 2 plucked, and then back to. So you notice all the way through that's 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. No, sorry, what am I saying? 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4. 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. It's difficult to talk and play at the same time, but that's how it should be. The thumb's doing that all the time. So, dun. So if you're just playing the finger part, it'd be. So to string all that together ultra slowly. Alright, so. And then. So you go back to this shape, so you're going, and then you're just alternating between 5 and 4. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, like that. And the fingers are just going. But getting ahead of myself now, so so just put that in a loop. So the fingers are just going. Fingers 3, 2 and 1, or strings 1, 2, 3. So you need to be able to combine that. Do it in a loop till you can can do it. So you pluck, you go back to the original shape and you pluck 6, 4 and 2. So you got, so then go back to this shape and then slide it up 2 and you pluck 5 at the same time, so you got. So again, the thumb is still going 6, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 6, yeah, 6, 4, 5, 4. So yeah, it's like and then so ultra slowly, that whole little bit segment put together. And then into, that's the first segment. Next segment. Sorry, start again. The next segment. So that final segment. So when you slide up, you slide that up. As you slide up, you hit the 5th string. So that little last segment is like this. Then back down, 4 and 2, and then 6 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 4 and 2. Alright, so again, those segments. That's the first segment. Next segment. And then the next segment. So practice each little segment on its own. Loop it round until, you know, you get it. Do it, leave it, walk away, sleep on it, go out, have some fun, come back to it, and you'll find magically over time it'll all start coming together. Yeah. So. Alright, so that's one segment, that's one sort of bit of it. Just listening to the original soundtrack. So you just keep that going round. So it's difficult to sing on there. See where we see where I've been. And then you got alright, so here we're alternating between just 6 and 4 as far as let me just check that. No, so it's still 6 and 5. So it's a similar thing. The positions are, here you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, here's the 12th fret, okay, so you're on the 11th fret, the actual 11th fret, and you bar in strings 3, 2 and 1 with your first finger, and then you use your little finger on the 14th fret, covering strings 1 or 2. So like that. Yes. You're going from this to this. So you're using 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. So, yeah, and it goes. So it's 6, form 1, 5, then to this shape. So you're going like that, so ultra slowly. Let me take a listen. Yeah. So you're going. Sorry, start again. Like that, so. It's hard to do slow. So again, it's 6, 5, 6, 4, 5, 4. And then, so you got, and then back to this one, and then again. I'd slow it right down. The trick is to slow it down as much as you need to get it right, to play it correctly. You know, if you have to slow it down 5 times to the speed, and only then, when you can play it correctly, then start trying to speed it up. But it's better to play it correctly, super slowly, rather than, you know, trying to play it quickly and screwing it up, you know, so. And again, once you've done all this, you can add in, again he's going. Right, and then after that you got, so you're doing, this time you're barring across all 5 strings, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 with your first finger on the 2nd fret up from the capo. And you start off with the 5th string, and then these two, 4 and 2. And then you use your 3rd finger here on the 4th fret up from the capo on the 6th string. So you're going, keep barring with this first finger. So you're going, then back to the original position. Yeah, so. So you're going, then back to this original position. And then this little finger coming in on the 5th fret on the top string. So you're going. And then the open string. And then barring across on strings 4, 3, 2 and 1 again. And hammering on. So you're going. We'll just take a listen to that. That's it, so ultra slowly. Back to this, and then. So I repeat that, I'll start again. Back to this. Then the open A, bar in, hammering on 4 and 2, and then you're back to, so you got, ooh, never going back again, so you're going, and then after that hammer you're back to the original groove of the, and don't forget, like, if you can, get the, so you're going, instead of going, letting the notes ring, you're killing it with your right hand. So in between, you're hammering dun 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 dun. But don't, you know, worry about getting all the fingering right until you start the subtleties of, like, if it's, you know, it's you know, it sounds okay, like. Once you can do that, you can sort of. So you got another verse. So. So it just repeats. Just got repetition. Actually, I don't know if I've taught it this. I'm just hearing now it's going. And then it's 5 and 1 together. I hope I taught it like that earlier on in the lesson, so you got. Just repetition. Yeah, okay. I'm rusty and I need to practice this. Getting old, getting rusty. I haven't played this in ages, so I'd have to practice it for a few days to get back up to speed, but yeah. Anyway, it ends like this. But if you want to throw in the old solo, so you've got those segments, all right? So. At this stage, you can check it after the ends. You can go to here. So you're using your second finger on the 14th fret, and you're just alternating between 6 and 4 now. Down to 12, and then 11. So you're going boom, 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 boom. But at the same time, you're doing the 6/4, 6/4. So I'm just give it plenty of vibrato. Look, I'm moving the string up and down. So. That's it. So you're going. And then a slide up here, and then from 2 on the 2nd fret up from the cap on the 4th string. Obviously, as you slide up, it's time to hit the D string because the thumb is alternating. So then your first finger's here, so you got. then take this finger off to get the, so you got, and then 4 and 2 together, and this is second string's fretted on the 3rd fret of the second finger, right? So, and then, yeah, so you got, and then to this, an A shape, first finger's fretting strings 4, 3 and 2, and then just the first finger on the 2nd fret up from the cap on the 4th string, back to this, and then back to the so bar again, and then back into that. So you got ultra slowly. Whoops. That would be very good on a live performance. Thousands of people watching it, going into the solo. Ah, shit. Don't want to do that, which is why you need to practice it till it's second nature, you know. So. Like that. Yeah. So you got you need to land, I would say, with your 2nd finger on this note, because then you can bring your 3rd finger in, so you got, and then back into the riff then. So deep breath, too much coffee, that's what it is. Jesus, if I'm going to teach it, I should be able to play it myself. Just slow it right down. Again, if you're struggling with it, slow it right down. Better to play it slowly and correctly than quickly and screw it up. So let's try and slow it down. That's it. Yeah. You know, I'm screwing it up there. You know why? Because I'm thinking too much about it. That would be another piece of advice, for what it's worth, is don't think about it too hard. You have to think about it initially, because you have to be concentrating. I need to, it's 6/4, 5/4. But you can definitely overthink it. So yeah, try and get to the stage where you're not thinking about it too hard, and then it starts to come together. So. Yeah, I went, but it's not actually like that. It's straight into. So 5 and 1 get played together. And then straight to 5 and 1. Hold on. There's more to that solo, isn't there? He goes. That's it, and then back again. Yeah, he does it twice. Yeah, so first time round. Yeah. So. And then hammer on. Hammer on. So at the moment you hammer on, your thumb in the D string. Anyway, that's my interpretation of it. I'm sure the purists would be like, actually he uses his first finger on the third, not the, you know, okay, well, you know, yeah, if you can improve it, then. Anyway, yeah, so I hope that's useful. I'm going to be adding more content because I'm seeing that I'm getting some subscribers, and you know, I'll add some content, not making any money off of this, but maybe I can monetize the videos. Obviously that's a bit of a risky business actually. I wouldn't put all my eggs in the YouTube monetization basket, but yeah, I'm going to be adding some cool stuff. I'm going to be doing some cool fingerstyle covers, and just to reiterate, if you do want to, if you are stuck on a song, a standard kind of pop, and you can't quite work out what the chords are, I do have a bit of a talent for sussing out the chords really quickly for standard pop songs. So if you want to make use or pick my brains on how to play a song via Skype at an hourly rate of £15 an hour, then please do, because my day job's driving me nuts. Alright, thank you very much. Goodbye.